Shabbat Shalom and welcome everyone. Thank you for being here and for joining us this Shabbat. We hope that you had a great week and a safe and meaningful week. We will begin our service this evening for Erev Shabbat in our Siddur. I invite everyone to turn to page 101. And we'll begin by singing together Ma Tovu. Please join me at the top of the page 101. Ay la 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 Ma tovu alecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Israel. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Va'ani berov chastecha avo vetecha Eshtachave el hechal kodeshecha meiratecha. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Adonai ahavti me'on beitecha umekom mishkan kevodecha. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Va'ani eshtachave ve'echara evrecha lifnei Adonai osi. Ay la 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 la. Va'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon Elohim berov chastecha aneni be'emet yishecha. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. La 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 la. We'll now turn back to page 11. And we'll continue with Psalm 95, Lechun Eranana, to begin Kabbalat Shabbat, page 11 at the top of the page. Lechun eranena l'Adonai, nari al tzur ishenu. Lechun eranena, lechun eranena, lechun eranena l'Adonai. Lechun eranena, lechun eranena, lechun eranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzuri shenu, nekadma fanav betoda. Naria, naria, letzuri shenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechun eranena, lechun eranena, lechun eranena l'Adonai. Lechun eranena, lechun eranena, lechun eranena l'Adonai. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea and its fullness roar, the meadows and all that grows in them exult, even the trees of the forest shall sing praise, as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and peoples with divine truth. We'll turn to the middle of page 14, and we'll continue as we sing together, Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, umlo'o, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, umlo'o. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. We'll turn to page 20, and we'll continue at the bottom of the Hebrew section. We'll sing together Romemu. Please join me. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We'll now turn the page to page 21, and we'll continue with Mizmor LeDavid, Psalm 29. Please rise, page 21. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai Bnei Elim, Havul Adonai Kavod Va'oz, Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim, El hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon. Vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon, Vesirion kemo venereimim. Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh. Kol Adonai echolel ayalot, vayechesof ye'arot, uvehechalo kulo omer kavod, Adonai lamabul yashav. Vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai os le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo vashalom. You may be seated. We'll continue now with Lechadodi, starting on page 23, and we will do the first two stanzas on 23, the middle stanza on 24, and then the final stanza on 25. When we get to that final stanza, we will all rise once again and face the entrance of the sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Lecha Dodi, pages 23 through 25. Lecha Dodi likarat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likarat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor vezachor bedibur echad hishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad ushemo echad l'shem ultiferet ve'litila lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor ha-beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sofa ma'aseh b'machashava techila lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Middle of 24. Hitoreri kiva orech kum yuri shir naberi kevod Adonai alaich nigla lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Page 25, please rise, face the entrance. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha uvetzolato chemune am segula boi chala lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Ay lai 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 lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Now that we've officially welcomed Shabbat, we will turn to page 27 and we'll continue with the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92, page 27. Mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, lehagid baboker chastecha, ve'emunatecha baleilot, ale asor v'ale navel, ale higayon bechinor, mizmor shir leyom HaShabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, ulezamer leshimcha elyon. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. Middle of page 28, Tzadi Katamar. Tzadi Katamar yiferach ke'erez ba'levanon yiske shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yaferichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim vera'ananim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tsuri tsuri velo avalatobo. Page 29, Psalm 93. Adonai malach geut lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hitazar, af tichon tevel bal timot, nachon kisacha meoz meolam ata. Nasehu neharot Adonai, Nasehu neharot kolam, Yisehu neharot dochiam, Mikolot maim rabim, Adirim mishperei yam, Adir bamarom Adonai. Eidotecha nehemenu meod, leveitecha nava kodesh. Eidotecha nehemenu meod, leveitecha nava kodesh. Adonai leorech yamin. Before we continue with the Mariv service, I'd like to invite everyone to please turn ahead in the Siddur to page 178, and we will recite together the prayer for the state of Israel. We will first sing Avinu Shabbat Shamayim at the beginning and on top of page 178, and then we'll recite the English prayer that is on the left-hand margin of the English side of 178. Please join me and please rise. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha Behevrat Chastecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shlomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go'alo. Ribono shel olam, kabel na berachamim uvratzon et tefilotenu be'ad Medinat Yisrael. Sovereign of the universe, accept in loving kindness and with favor our prayers for the state of Israel, her government, and all who dwell within her boundaries and under her authority. Open our eyes and our hearts to the wonder of Israel, and strengthen our faith in your power to work redemption in every human soul. Grant us also the fortitude to keep over before us those ideals upon which the state of Israel was founded. Grant courage, wisdom, and strength to those entrusted with guiding Israel's destiny to do your will. Be with those on whose shoulders Israel's safety depends, and defend them from all harm. Spread over Israel and all the world your shelter of peace, and may the vision of your prophet soon be fulfilled. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu oda milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu oda milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama, venomar Amen. We will now turn back to page 39a and continue with the Mariv service with the Baruch Hu at the top of the page. Please remain standing. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. La 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 la. You may be seated. Please join me on the English side of 39a as we recite together the first blessing of Mariv. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai Tsevaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamim lo chalinu leolam vaed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamariv haravim. We'll now turn to page 40 and continue with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amecha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokveinu u'v'kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nehege yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla, ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 41. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavecha, uvechol nafshecha, uvechol meodecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi metzavecha, hayom al levavecha, veshinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, beshivtecha beveitecha, uvelechtecha vaderech, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We'll continue privately with the second and third paragraphs of the Shema, page 42. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Top of page 43a. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided water of the Sea of Reeds. As their pursuers and enemies drowned in the depths, God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. Top of page 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני Gal Yisrael. We will now turn to page 45 and continue with Hashkivenu. We will sing the beginning together at the top of the page and then recite the prayer in English on the left-hand side. Page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו למען שמך. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ufaros aleinu sukat shelomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We will now turn to page 46 for Vishamru and Chatzi Kaddish. Please rise. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה, בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen. And we'll continue now with the private silent Amida for Erev Shabbat, which begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol ashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol ashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael bechol eit uvechol sha'a b'shalomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We will now switch moods for a moment, and we're going to recite the Mishaberach prayer for those who are ill. Not only are we thinking about those in our community and those among our loved ones, family, and friends, but of course, those who are injured, ill, and missing in Israel in regards to the situation going on there as well. We will begin by singing the Debbie Friedman Mishaberach, and then I will read through our list. If you have a name you would like to add this evening, please go ahead and rise in your place now. And then after I read the list, we'll go around the room. And if there's anybody online who would like to add a name, please go ahead and unmute after I read the list. Debbie Friedman's Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Chava Sarah bat Basha, Esther Neshama bat Sarah, Yehudit bat Kalman, Rachel bat Esther, Chaim ben Pesach, Harvey Ruskin, Diane Chodorow, Alan Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Yaakov ben Shlomo, Jack Azuz, Gloria Yoder, David ben Razel, Mirit bat Miriam, Aaron ben Chaya Golda, Tal ben Sarah, Shoshana bat Yochevet, Ilya Yisrael Richter ben Rachel, Chaviva Eliana bat Sarah, Al Montano, Sandra Kite, Healy Solomon, Kathy Brown, Celia Hahn, Arnie Tenenbaum, Brandon Simpson, Andrea Kotke, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Curis, Ken Gasser, Randy Mead, Bloom Beloved, Lula Hernandez, Harvey Kulchin, and Marilyn Lafer. And is there anybody online who would like to add a name? Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. And we'll continue now with the full Kaddish, middle page 54. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה. Be'almadi v'rakirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael b'agalav v'zman karim v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shemei Rabba mevorach le'alam u'le'al me'al maya yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Tit kabal salotahon v'atahon d'chol Yisrael kodam avahon divishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. And we will continue now with the Friday evening Kiddush, the Kiddush for Erev Shabbat on page 55. I invite everyone to please rise. If anyone would like to partake in some grape juice during Kiddush, we do have a bottle of grape juice here and some small cups. If you would like some, please come forward. Otherwise, we'll continue on page 55. Savarim Adonai v'Rabbanan v'Rabotai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kohodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava uv'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue now with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu leshabeach lahadon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo samech Elokeinu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, על כן נכבד לך אדוני אלוהינו. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Ushemo, Ushemo Echad. At this time, we will take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. I do apologize ahead of time. We were given the wrong Yurtzeit list for this week. So if there is anybody who is observing a Yurtzeit this week, and if there's anybody else that anyone is remembering this evening, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart. And of course, as always, our hearts go out to the victims of the conflict in Israel, and we hope that their families and their loved ones find comfort as soon and as speedily as possible. And may all of their memories be for blessing and for goodness. And we'll continue with Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divara kirute ve'amlich malchute, B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Israel ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yitale ve'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Okay, in a couple of moments we will conclude the service this evening with Yigdal, but before then, a couple of quick announcements. Firstly, on Sunday, November 12th, we have our Veterans Day brunch, where I believe we have a guest speaker. Jimmy, do you have more information about that? Right, Julia Dramero will be speaking, and what time is the lunch? 10:30 in the morning on the 12th, and is there a cost? Okay, so if you want to RSVP for that brunch, please go ahead, go online and do that, or you can call the office during the week as well. And then on Friday evening, November 17th, I believe it is. Is that correct? Yes. We will be having our Sephardic-style Shabbat, followed by Shabbat dinner. So if you are interested in RSVPing for that as well, please go ahead and do so. Even though the dinner is sponsored, there are still extraneous expenses that the synagogue incurs for these dinners. So if you are able to give a voluntary donation to help cover those expenses being to the electricity as well as security and maintenance for those events as well. So if you can please find it in your heart to help us out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. Do you have anything else, Jimmy? Wasn't that canceled? Oh, okay. So there's a book discussion this Sunday? What time? Can't see. 10 o'clock. Okay, and what's the book? Say again. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. There's a book discussion this Sunday at 10 o'clock, and that's here, correct? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Any other announcements? She's starting her lessons this week. So, okay. We will conclude with Yigdal on page 62, and we hope to see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 for Shabbat morning services. Page 62. יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח, נמצא ויהנית אל מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אליו קדושתו, קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו, אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו, לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומביט את תמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא יחליף האל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרישתו, ישלח לקץ ימין משיחנו, לפדות מחכה קץ ישועתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם tehillatah. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Have a great Shabbat, and we'll see you tomorrow. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Good Shabbos.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to put something in the oven to heat
Okay.
it.
No, I'm gonna start the
What?
grits.
Oh, it's grits night.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and what else besides grits do we want?
I don't know. Come up with whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get the grits out.